Hello ladies and gents, I am the Rev and this is Abandon Ship, and we're continuing on with our playthrough slash guide slash whatever you want it to be. And today we've got some little submissions I talked about in the last episode. Finally found one. Didn't realize that I'd beaten most of them. So a story event, but one that involves the cult. The cult has built its rapid expansion on bleeding backs of slaves. By liberating the ship you've been chasing, you'll impede their plans along with saved lives. As long as you don't get overzealous with cannons, you remind the crew and ready for battle. So this is exactly what I was talking about, when you can really get your crew killed easily if you do not have things set up appropriately. Okay, I'm going to drop the first bit of heat. I think, ooh, can I get all the halifron? That's what I'm trying to do here. Yes. The more of a non-issue we can make them, the better. You're not going anywhere. Woohoo! Okay, now we're going to focus everything up here. Looks like we killed most of those guys. Alright. How many can we get this time? Woo! Holy crap, the whole crew. There we go. My ship. Free the slaves. The slaves were packed in so tight that even some of them had died in the hold. They were still propped upright by the weight of the bodies. To see the slaves up on deck freed of the chains was both a good sight and a terrible one. Some were skeletal. That they were still alive was miraculous. There are some slaves who know how to sail enough to get them back to a safe port at any rate. And they even get a free ship. One final FU, and we out. Alright, so we are also sitting right here, so we're going to work our way and see if we can get ourselves... Well, actually, we'll probably go here first. Then we're going to go here and see what it has for us. So hold on one second. Alrighty, folks, we are in the north area. I've already opened everything up. We've got a cult ship and a cult little side mission, but I don't know about you guys, but I want to see what it tells us to do next up here. So let's see what happens. Here we go. It is so bitterly frigid here, the ice has engulfed the sea. Far as the horizon, you spit curses. There seems to be no way to proceed. What could the cult chart marking possibly indicate could survive beyond this impassable, desolate wilderness? Wait. Do your tired eyes deceive you? What is that glint in the distance? Squinting hard through the spyglass, you notice a cold ship listing to one side. How did it get there? Perhaps the ice encased it in a flash freeze, forcing it up and out of the water? At its prow sits a large metal object, somehow reminiscent of an oversized farming plow. Ah, so it helped the ship part the ice. Given the distance, it was clearly working until another hazard befell them. You must acquire a similar tool in order to investigate further, and investigate further you must. Voltaire should be able to help you. So yeah, it won't let us go any further, so we got to go back to landfall. See, and that sucks, because that eats a bunch of our supplies. That's okay. So hold on one second. We're going to go back to landfall. Alrighty, folks, we are back. And we have made it back to landfall here. Great library. We're going to go see Voltaire in the Great Library. You are beset by bureaucracy and the bemusing, winding hallways. But eventually, you track down Voltaire deep in the labyrinth of archives. Oh, it's you, she mutters. Clearly pleased to see you in rude health? Should I be good health? You relate to her your discovery in the ice floes and inquire where and how a similar metal prow could be acquired. Lad, what you describe as an icebreaker, they protect against icebergs and flash freezes. The only place I know of that still practice the technique of their construction are a smattering of ports in the cold sea. Now, if you're going up that way, I'd be mighty curious. Okay, thank you. Thank Voltaire hurriedly before she gets carried away and return to port, even accounting for her, verbosity. It could be good to have Voltaire join you. Ask if she'd like to see history being made with her own eyes for once. Yeah, why not? Voltaire smiles sardonically. I am a scholar, not some adrenaline-mad seafaring cad. She smiles again, apparently satisfied with her improvised rhyme. My place is here, with my books, I must say. It would be a shame if you didn't return to pester me again. The port beckons, a place where you and your crew can recuperate before setting back onto the sea. Alright, so is it going to give us an idea where we're supposed to... No, not at all. But, right, isn't that considered the North Sea? Oh, that's where we're going. Cool. All right. So obviously we got to clear this area, then we'll have to come back up here to get to the final. Awesome. So hold on one second, folks. We're going to jump down here to Pullman Straits and see what we can do. But hold on one second. And of course, I've already unlocked everything here. And that is a ship repairing artisan vessel, which we do not need. But those are good to stick around. I didn't know those before. You can attack them, but man, the more you do pirateering stuff, the more bad stuff happens to you. Okay, so we're going in with gold. We're fully healed up. Let's see what the first one looks like. Chunks of ice, solid as rock, permeate the waters you sail on. Each one clangs with thuds against the hull in an ominous manner. Iceberg will be present in any combat in this region. When icebergs hit the hull, they cause a small amount of damage. By purchasing an icebreaker, you can protect your ship from this frontal damage. However, not even that will save you from the side collisions as you change distance. Interesting. So you don't want to... Okay, so as you're pulling your ships together, you want to make sure you're watching and not hitting into icebergs. And this first one we picked has no port. Alright, folks, so I'm going to look around a little bit. Please like, favorite, and subscribe. And if we are in luck, I will be able to find our little icebreaker thing, and we'll be able to clear everything here. I would think as soon as we find a port that's going to be viable, the question is, how far do we have to go before we find a port? Ooh, here's the reason for your lifeboat, if it comes up. Here we go. Send out a lifeboat to salvage what you can. That is the safest way. I haven't been hurt yet whenever I do that. Ooh, look at that, 56 and 24. Awesome. So a reason to use your lifeboat. There you go. Get one early because you see those on almost every map. So please, keep your heads down, your cannons up. And I and my crusty crew will see you again. A real damn soon.